Hi, good morning, teacher and classmates. My team is Ivette García, Evelyn Galván, Lorena Ledezma, and me, Andrea García. Our gene is a POE, and our microorganism is Clostridium botulinum.
Good morning, everybody. I'm going to present primer the zinc tools of Gene Apple. Number 1. Open Google and look for online analysis tools. In DNA sequence analysis, select PCR primer the zinc. You should select and look for the primer blast. In this box, put this information and respect the parameters. Give click in Get Primers. In this page, give this box, but you should wait a moment. And the results will be a graphic primers pairs regularly. It gives 10 pairs of primers. The capillary electrophoresis. It's the technique used for mass sequencing. The sequencers delete pairs of light emissions and H nitrogen. Base is marked the different colors with flowering detectors. An electrophenogram at the beginning or at the ends, it's always normal to have overlapped peaks. The middle sequence are the important. When there are two huge peaks, it may be that the person to whom the sequence belongs is heterozygote on a base.
First, in Google, we look for online analysis tools. We click on genomics, then we look for the microscope section. Once the software is open, we write the name of the strain and select the one we are looking for. You look at the genes that are on your chromosome. Genes that encode that will be translated into protein, where it begins, where it ends, how the genome of the strain is constituted. The Google Weizman toolbox. We click on Sequence Analysis and select Promoters. In the Promoter Share Tools section, you will find software tools. On the program is open, click on Genome Regulation Analysis. On the next page, we click on Promoter Regulation. Below is a list of programs. The first one we will say is FPROM. We paste the sequence on this program will tell us if it has data boxes or not. It is a sequence that serves to regulate the expression of a gene. Inside sequence that my sequence will have that will serve to ensure transcription factors. Look for which ones you can find in the sequence. Poly-A. It looks for the recognition of the polydylation region, a region in the genes where the transcription is going to be cut and it will stick poly-A tails. Also, the possibility of knowing if our gene is transcribed. CpG Finder, a program to share for CG Island, serves to locate regulatory sites. Reads in cytosine on 189.
Good morning, my name is Andrea García, and I am going to talk about Consite. Search the Weizman toolbox page, select sequence analysis and then promoters, and select Consite. Selecting a single sequence format, you have the option to select all the results or only some. Select Analyze the sequence with all TFEs. Select to present a sequence. Reduce the alignment of the transcription sequence. Concise can provide you with different things. You need to have criteria to know what you are looking for or not. Next, dire. It tells you within a group of genes if there are regulate all of them. Select from the menu Gene Symbolics. Write the name of the genes. Select Full TF list. It gets you a list of their transcription factors, and there is a probability that it works. The one that appears at the beginning of the table has a greater possibility of being able to affect all the genes. There are also elements that can regulate the form. And then primer blast. Find primer blast, put the FASTA format, leave the parameters and come on the page. Select Get Primers. Indicates the length of the amplifier. The type primer report is to interpret the results. If tells you from where to where it is. If tells you the size and temperature. Place FASTA and select primer parameters and annotate the sequence. Alignment.
I had to explain to me what is the database on the site trip in which we will have to go to NCB. We are going to look in the word on the apogenetic in when fast R to copy the sequence, and we are going to select in Google search first the site tree and copy the sequence to the middle of the sequence, but I fit brackets in the shows the possible primers on the sequence. Another way the research for the promoter 2.0 is the research in Google Weizman tool and select sequence analysis and find where promote 2.0 appeared, and I giving you the database we researched. For the following database, look in the Google for promoter 2.0 and pass on the fast sequence. They I have in the research, but I didn't know given use any first. It only mentions who we can see that the sequence has 537 nucleati, but it don't not have any primer signs in the sequence short. In the following database, we must select only analysis tool, which we are going to select genomic and the sequence arrow and analyze
of a database appear, we are going to the image. We copy and paste your sequence, and last we get a table on the possible result of your primers and sequence.
Thank you for your attention.